I forgot how I start.
You just you don't have to be the same.
True.
You can switch it up.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sacred Books of Britney Spears. My name is Aaron, and again I'm joined by my friends Bessie Jo.
Hello.
And John Wayne.
Morning.
And today we're actually going to switch things up just a little bit. It's the beginning of February, or a week into it, I guess. And I wanted to find out maybe where everyone was on track with their New Year's resolutions. That idea that we start things off the new year by thinking about a couple different things we want to do for the year. And since it's a month in, maybe we can take a second to see where we are.
Well, you start then, buddy. I just want to take this moment to brag about everything that I've gotten done within a month and a half of, where are we, 4,000? 4,001.
4001.
Well, go for it.
Well, a couple things that I wanted. One thing was that I wanted to pay more attention to the people that work with me in the church and try to be more present. And I don't know, I feel like we're doing well. The church is gaining more followers and
Disciples,
and it feels very positive that we're putting a lot of love out into the world. So that's exciting. I also have wanted to drink less coffee.
What's the reason for that?
It makes me a little bit hyper. It makes me a little bit anxious. It makes me, that's a couple things that I'm working on.
wonderful. Thank you for
Cool.
sharing. What about you, John Wayne?
Oh, hey, look, there's a bus that we got thrown under. Great. My New Year's resolution was not to make any this year.
Are you one to make them?
I might like say it or think it, but I don't like write it down. I'm not one of those people.
Not a vision board guy?
No. Maybe I'm not a believer in that type of stuff, and maybe that's my fault that I don't.
You don't believe in
commit.
manifestation?
Correct.
Okay.
Do you
And
think
someone would say, well, that's why you manifest blah, blah, blah. That's why.
That's why you still sleep in a bunk bed. That's why you're
Yeah.
still mourning your wife.
Do you think that's
okay? Well, that sounds.
Well, I don't say this.
Oh,
other
that's
people.
not okay. Got
Right.
it. Got it. That was okay. It was starting to get to me for a second. Yeah, maybe, and that's possible. I wish I could be more positive. I think that was I did, and I had a class the other day, and one of the things was to make some goals for the year, and one of them was non-career goal was to be more positive.
okay?
Because I think I need to be more positive. I'm a very cynical person. I have a very dark, negative outlook on things. I like to say I'm just a realist, but a lot of people don't like that term. They don't like that term. It's very negative. They're like, well, no, that's very dark. That's just negative. I'm like, well, to me, it's realist. Like
For you, it's just you're present with the reality that's around you.
I think so. I just look at things like, any day I could be walking to work and I could fall in a ditch and die. I think that's realistic. I think that's realistic.
This day and age, yeah.
Right?
That's
I'm just-
hyper realistic.
I'm just thinking it's a possibility.
Yeah.
So me mouthing that, I'm not. The other day I said I might get hit by a truck. I didn't get hit by a truck. I didn't manifest that.
No.
Right? But making a joke about it, like, today's gonna be, I don't know.
Do you think there's a difference between wanting, maybe thinking about it this way, saying, you know what, today I'm going to be more present and pay attention to the very simple task
To the traffic,
of seeing if there's a ditch in front of me,
looking both ways.
looking down.
I mean, I do that. I don't know. I guess I'm confused by that.
Well, I guess it's just a flip of the coin.
Turning it into a positive statement rather than I could fall in a ditch today. You could
Yeah.
say,
I mean, I was just using that for an example.
Sure.
Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, I make that statement, like, you never know what's gonna happen. Like, it's probably gonna rain on me when I go to work. I hope not. It probably will. By making that statement, because it.
but I looked up the weather and all signs point to that.
But someone might say, like, no, you can manifest it not to rain on you. If you just think, you know
Right.
what, it's not gonna rain. It's gonna be fine.
But
It's going to be fine. It's going to be good. It's not going to rain.
But I think people who manifest that are thinking, you know what? I'm not going to get wet. I'm going to use some common sense and carry an umbrella because it's going to rain.
Yeah, does your helmet have one of those tiny little umbrellas on top? Like,
No,
you know those hats that come with umbrellas?
No.
Really? Oh, you guys the library couldn't afford to get that fixed?
I have one shirt. I have to wear the same shirt, and it's white. I get lots of smudges on my shirt.
This shirt that you're wearing is the same shirt you've been wearing?
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't we noticed this?
That's so strange.
Well, I usually wear like a jacket over it.
Right, okay. You have different jackets?
Yeah, I purchase the jackets.
But the library only has one shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One library shirt. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't make a lot of money.
So in conclusion, you do not have any New Year's resolutions.
Correct. My one, I guess, if it were to be anything, would be more positive.
I think that's good. I think non-career goals end up feeding into your career.
Some would say, yeah.
Do you have any career?
Is that a very negative thing for me to say? Wait, I'm sorry. Let me change that. Yes. You are correct. I believe that. I believe I can change things, and I believe things will be better this year. This will be a great year.
That's exciting. Do you have any career goals? Is there anything you want to accomplish at the library?
I would like to move up, be in a higher position, maybe more pay. Yeah.
What's the hierarchy of organization at the library?
Well,
Now, where do you stand?
I'm the basic bottom peon to just kind of like transcribe,
Just slinging books.
sling books.
Right.
The one above that is the head librarian who just oversees all the other librarians.
Do you like that
But there's-
person? At your library?
Sometimes they can be nice, strict, firm, I guess fair. It's actually someone that's younger than me.
Oh,
Oh, really?
ouch.
Do they even check your work
What?
at the library?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
at least I think so.
Someone's going behind you.
They
and
say
checking.
they do,
The head librarian checks?
supposedly.
How many books do you get done in a day? Or like how long does it take you to...
Oh, just one.
Oh.
Have you ever transcribed a book?
No, that's what I was
Sometimes
curious.
not
One
even.
is impressive.
Sometimes not even one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I work on one a day, but sometimes I don't finish it.
What's up?
Well,
We didn't ask you about your.
how are your resolutions coming?
I mean, my resolutions are boring in general. Like
At least you have some.
I do have some. I want to be vegan throughout the week, excluding one meal out of the week. I'm allowed to have dairy.
Really? Okay. Oh, dairy. Okay.
That's not going too well. I had a bagel and some schmear yesterday.
Why the one meal? Like, is it
Just-
like cheese too hard for you to give up?
Sometimes I just want to order a pizza or bagel with schmear, or maybe I want some feta in my Greek salad.
Yeah.
You know? Wait. How did you? Oh, the vomit situation. You cleaned up the church for me. Thank you. So how did you accomplish that while still working at the church?
Lots of vinegar. Lots of baking soda. It's almost gone. How does it smell to you guys? When you guys came through it to come down here?
It smells like a bag of salt and vinegar chips,
That's what I was going for. So I guess
which is my favorite chip.
it's very appetizing.
Well, chips go better with soda.
Pop?
Pop. Yeah.
No wonder we are all here today, because if you want to talk about a segue, I can't think of a better segue than that.
If you want to discuss a segue, I can't think of a better segue to discuss.
Book 1, Chapter 4, Soda Pop. And, again, for the surprises.
Uh-oh.
Well, I hear you, say these words to yourself quite often, as you're cleaning or as I hear you in the church. So I was wondering if maybe you would start us off and maybe kind of guide us through the song a little bit today.
Oh, you mean when I'm cleaning and tuning my piano? I'm I am reciting the
Yeah.
chapter a lot?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you were listening. It's wonderful.
I pay attention to everything.
I typically just recite the chapter when I sense that you're around me.
Oh.
Because I really want to impress you.
Impressed.
Wow.
Dunzo. Okay, so the first stanza for Soda Pop is, oh, oh. Here we go now, oh.
Always these strong starts.
She likes to bring us into the world.
Oh, here we go now. Oh, I like when chapters begin with like, we're about to start. We're about to gather. Here we go.
Gather around now.
Do you want me to continue with the next stanza? So we've established that was a fabulous start. Let's continue. Now this is all from memory. Like a great boy, all my other women are insoles. Is that how you say that word? Insoles? Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Like the insole of your shoe?
I mean, that's my first thought.
Yeah. Okay. Like a great boy, all my other women are insoles. I love you, Brittany, but were you on thesaurus.com when you're trying to think of a word for whatever the fuck insoles mean? We're thinking about the great expedition as popped as we chose. Okay, I'm going to repeat that.
What?
I know. We don't want to hear repeats because she's going to probably repeat it
No,
later.
I'm just so confused.
Like a great boy, all my other women are insoles. We're thinking about the great expedition as popped as we chose. That is Latin. That is a dead language that I can't understand.
Well, when you recite that, what do you think you're saying?
Listen, sometimes I don't know how to translate, Brittany. Like a great boy, all my other women are insoles. Honestly, insoles sounds like an insult, but let's look it up. A removable sole worn in the shoe for warmth as a
So she's
deodorizer or to improve the fit. So I'm right. It's a shoe insert.
right. I think that was clear to us.
Right. And this absolutely, Brittany, I don't.
So she's saying, like, for a good boy, all other women besides his woman are insoles. They're removable, replaceable.
They're deodorizers. They're there for warmth.
Mm-hmm.
We thinking about the great expedition as popped as we chose.
And he's chosen this expedition to go on. This is what I'm getting from it. So this expedition, like a adventure of life, and it was chosen.
Well, I will give you a little hint.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Well,
This was a quiz.
This was a pop.
What was that?
This
a
was
soda pop
test.
quiz.
This was a test.
Mm-hmm.
Pop,
Soda pop quiz. I see.
as we chose, means high on life.
That's beautiful. So we thinking about the great expedition as high on life?
As we chose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the idea that there's this amazing life out in front of you, and you're about to go on this expedition, and you're high on everything. I mean, another segue, John Wayne, about your non-resolutions, about how you can look forward to what's in front of you. I mean, if this song, I'm excited to see how you're going to look at the world after today's teaching.
I am too. I can't wait to see how popped you are after this, as you chose.
Popped as I chose?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, life's a great expedition, so we'll find out.
Oh, by the way, this is a guest in this chapter. This isn't even Brittany talking yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the next stanza is, so we come, thrown here all on the scene.
Oh.
Though we go on and on, come follow me, Brittany. Yeah. I'm baffled.
Well, we've talked a little bit about this, that Britney, there was a point when Britney needed guidance and looked around for inspiration from other people. And
So this is like one of her apostles or disciples? Is that what that is?
yeah,
And he's just speaking through her, for her.
come on, follow me, Britney. Follow with your teachings, and we'll go on, because this scene
Is that
here,
a little blasphemous? To ask Holy Brittany to follow? me.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Now it's death.
Whoa.
But back then, the world was just a different place, you know?
Oh, okay.
And so they were a little bit more...
She had less of a following, so
Right.
she was more on equal footing with
Didn't
other
have as
folk.
much clout.
Right.
Do you want me to continue being the
Yeah,
one that's-
absolutely. Go ahead and lead today.
I'm sweaty. Okay.
Big shoes.
Big insoles. Open that soda pop, watch it fizz and pop. The clock is ticking and we can't stop, no. Open that soda pop, bop, a shoo-bop, shoo-bop. The clock is ticking and we can't stop. Okay, so
Look at my arm.
it is, the hairs are standing on end. You got goosebumps. And wow, your arms aren't very hairy.
I mean...
Oh, it's because you're Hapa. You probably don't have a lot of...
Your arms aren't
Body
very
hair.
hairy.
Correct.
Do you have a lot of body hair?
No.
Wait, because he's what?
Hapa.
Hapa?
That means half Asian.
Yeah, it's half Asian, half...
Appa?
I don't know
Is it
enough.
specifically half Asian, half white, or just half Asian?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
It's a weird...
You should know.
It's a
More
sore
than me.
subject. Well, I was adopted.
You're adopted? Really? Mm-hmm. So wow. How old were you?
When I found out?
Both. How old were you when you were adopted and when you found out?
Oh, when I was adopted when I was 17,
You were 17.
when they gave me up. Yeah.
17? That's a weird fucking age.
Tell me about it.
What the fuck?
I just came home from school one day and all my stuff was lined up in the hallway in boxes.
Dear God, you are... Wow.
Wait, are you being serious?
Yes. All my stuff was lined up in boxes in the hallway. And they said, hey, we're going on a little trip. I said, why is all my stuff in bags and boxes? They said, oh, don't worry about it. We're just cleaning. There were moving men moving all those boxes into my dad's truck. I thought we were just going to go out
Your
to
biological father?
Yes. I thought we were just going to go out to dinner. And then they dropped me off at the adoption agency.
What the flying fuck?
I didn't even know you could be adopted at 17.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a very odd age.
Well, you're not 18, so yeah. I feel like that's an age you could fight for it, though, and be like, I don't want to be adopted.
And just...
I'm old
what
enough.
What could you do?
Well, this was also before I found strength through Her Holiness. And I really was just more of a follower. And I accepted my fate.
Wow.
The really crazy thing is I turned 18 like a month later. So, I mean, I wasn't in the adoption agency for very long. But
That doesn't make any sense.
So then who...
I did end up getting adopted by this amazing couple.
Yeah.
Super
For
sweet.
1 month. Did they...
But you consider them your
28
parents?
days.
It wasn't... Did they get sexual with you? It's 1 month. Why would you adopt a 17-year-old for 1 month?
I mean, okay.
I was a
Fair
child. I was a young person needing parental love.
For 1 month? You couldn't
I'm only
survive.
laughing because it's so sincere. It's true. You were.
I was. And they offered me that guidance. Remember, I came from a very turbulent...
They must have
childhood.
been very religious, right?
My adopted parents?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Very
does-
religious.
That makes more
Britney
sense.
religious? Or...
Was it a different religion?
A little offshoot. You know, it wasn't very much longer before I found Britney.
Yeah.
And embraced her into my life. And then my life just completely changed. And yeah, it's
This is
crazy.
bananas.
Yeah.
It's not something I talk about that often because it's a little painful. But
Yeah. I can tell. I can tell. So you're not Hapa. Or you are.
I am.
You are.
Yeah, I am half Japanese.
And your biological family, who you did know for the first 17 years
And 11 months.
and 11 months. Fucking weird. Weirdos. But it ended up being a blessing because your adopted family is awesome.
They are. They are Britney's gift on earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to tear up. Like, that's good shit.
It's great when
What a blessing.
life, you're walking down a path and there's ditches all around you and you're trying to navigate.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know what? This is really a great lesson. I don't know if Brittany will put obstacles in front of you. And sometimes it's a ditch. Sometimes it's vomit on the pews. Other times it's your biological parents giving you up.
And you go to therapy as well?
What's that?
Therapy?
Yeah.
It's this thing where you talk to a counselor of some sort and talk about your past. And
Oh, I thought that's what the...
church is a form of therapy, but
Okay.
yeah.
Is this therapy?
I think this is very
Yeah.
therapeutic.
Yeah. So I guess the answer is yes, I do
Okay,
go to therapy.
good.
Once a week.
Way to deflect that.
Enough about me.
Well, I just like learning about your story. Paints a picture.
I'm a canvas.
A beautiful picture.
Weren't you telling...
Yeah, prompt this question. Go for it.
Weren't you saying how you had a close family or friend? Did I hear you saying something about someone who was listening to the podcast?
You want me to give a shout out to my father-in-law?
Well, that's why I did that silence, because if you didn't want to, I can cut this.
Yeah, hello, Dean. Thanks for listening. Are you still watching the television while you listen to this podcast? That's not how it works, bro. Anyway, I love you. You've been a very fabulous support in my life and your son's. And please, sir,
Oh,
before I talk more about buttholes and I don't know. What else have we talked about? That's insane. Shitting.
meat sticks?
Anyway, hey, Dean. Bye, Dean. Listen to this in your car if you have to, like a regular person.
Well, I
He
think
should come play hide and seek with us next
He
time.
should.
you know, that's a great segue. We will get back to you, Brittany. We will get back to you, but I'm glad you brought that up. Did you have fun this last weekend?
I did. It was fun.
You stayed hidden for a while.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just peed right there. No diaper here.
You have very strong
the
smelling
smell.
urine. Yeah, it's very strong. It's very
Well,
potent.
I never thought people were going to find me by sniffing me out.
I don't think you drink enough water.
That is true.
I really think you're dehydrated.
You still urinate a lot, but you're not drinking enough water
That is
to
correct.
make it a healthy
It
color.
It's
and or
very
smell.
yellow. It's like it's orange.
It pretty much smells like coffee. I'm not going to lie.
For the listeners, it's the color of my coffee cup, and it's
Orange.
bright orange.
You mean like a Fanta orange? Like
I would say
soda pop?
I would say a Fanta, like maybe a burnt Fanta orange.
Ooh.
Weird. Did I do a sick?
Badly?
I want you.
What?
Did I do a sick way?
Sick?
It was a good attempt. It takes experience.
Whatever.
It's okay. Maybe that can be one of your resolutions.
I was doing a circle meets a square comeback, okay?
Whoosh.
Ooh.
By the way, what the F does that even...
It just means that maybe you need a little more practice with getting your different...
You know what? You're
Parts to
right.
meet.
You're right.
Britney Spears teaches us a lot about pop culture and soda pop. Segue.
How is that better than mine?
Bessie, you are just on a roll.
Are you kidding me?
You didn't get... Look at my arms.
This is why he's
Look
so
at my
negative.
Look at my arms again. Just hairs on it.
You're a hairless? There's no hairs to be hairs
but
on end.
there's a couple, and they're really long, and that's how good of a segue it was.
Wow, those
It's
are long.
standing-
You could
It
braid
was
them.
not that good of a segue.
And it's standing straight
What are you
up.
talking about? My segue was better.
It's okay.
All right. Well, this is why.
Mine was more
This is why you're
obscure.
less positive.
You have
because
11
you
months
keep
to work
getting-
on it.
Okay. So we got through the Shoo-Pop-a-da-ba-dows.
We did.
And now we need...
But
What?
Well, what do you...
Oh, right. We have to
We didn't talk
translate
about
this.
it.
Well, she's saying, okay, hurry up. The clock is ticking. We can't stop. So there's no time. There's no time to not open. Like, the soda pop's there. We have to open it. It's like a ticking time bomb.
A physical can of soda.
I wonder if someone shook it
Oh,
up.
really?
Well, what? Okay, I'm sorry. How would you translate that?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's really mad about the Segue shit.
I'm still upset about the segue shit. Proceed.
No, you interrupted us.
You said and then had a different translation.
You obviously have some historical
Oh,
perspective
I'm so
about...
sorry. I'm not a devout follower. I'm just coming from the outside in.
So please fill us in as to your thoughts. See if you can make the different parts meet about what soda pop means, when clearly it's a can of soda pop.
It is clearly a can of soda pop. You're right. I'm just trying to figure out what the bop of Shoo-Pop means.
This feels like a very aggressive episode.
Yeah, I think
It's all the coffee.
That's it.
the bop, shoo bop. I think that's just the little, you know, after you have soda and all that sugar and caffeine are coursing through your body, and you just want to, and it hits you, and you can just feel it coursing through you, and you just want to
join an
bop, shoo, bop.
acapella.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, that was a beautiful dance move.
Thank you.
So I just can't talk today very well. We might start riding to the music tonight. Whoa. We might start riding to the music tonight. A clever way to get by. Oh, the pops keep flowing like it's fire and ice. So give it a little blind oh.
It's pretty insane that long ago you could ride music.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear music now, and it's just
You
Like-
don't have the physical urge to ride something.
right. And pop.
The pops keep flowing like it's fire and ice. Does fire and ice flow?
Lava.
Lava does flow.
But
Avalanche.
melted ice flows, and avalanche. Yeah, you're right. Avalanche is ice. Ouchie. I'm scared of avalanches.
Are you?
Yeah.
Deathly.
Is that your greatest fear? Like if you had to pick
Like
one-
of a natural disaster.
well, just anything.
Bears
That's a good one.
chasing me down a hill. So maybe like an avalanche of bears.
Oh, where the bear has
I
the
think it-
momentum because it's going down a hill.
I was gonna say,
They can roll.
Wouldn't it be more terrifying to be running uphill again from a bear? I feel like I'd wear
They-
out faster than the bear.
They would be better at going up than I would, but they would also be better at going down the hill.
I feel like I'd be better going down than up, though.
I think bears can fucking handle any terrain. Man.
I agree,
Yeah.
but I think
Even water, polar bears will fuck you up. Those are swimmers.
I don't think I would go into water if a pulling bear was running after me. But
I
then
think they can handle everything well.
Yeah,
They're frightening things.
I think it's one of those things because isn't the lesson that when you're confronted with a bear, you're supposed to just stand there, wave your arms, and then just start screaming out the word of Britney? Isn't that
Yeah, and not look them in the eye.
right? Are you still with us?
I'm thinking about bears, and then I started thinking about spirit animals
Uh-huh.
and how I think at one point I thought I was a bear as far as the spirit animal goes, because I think they're cute, cuddly, beautiful, dangerous creatures. And then I thought, I'm going to ask these boys what their spirit animal is. And then I thought, is that something anyone would want to listen to? So that was what was going through my head. What's your spirit animal?
I don't have one.
You don't feel connected to any animal?
Not in a long time. I mean, I suppose many, many years ago, it was kind of what led me to Britney. I really felt like I was a very large Burmese python.
I see it.
the python makes sense.
Yeah, because I like to wrap myself around you and squeeze.
And strangle?
But I mean, some people might
The
say
negative
that.
part.
Some people might
When
say
you're
that.
out of balance.
But then I guess I just feel like I haven't felt that connection in a while, and I'm on a journey now to see what's up with that. Have you ever felt like an animal, John Wayne?
Like maybe like a little beagle that just sits there all day,
They're
or
useless. Yeah.
just a black lab. I don't know.
Labs are pretty hyper.
Beagles aren't useless. Depends. I
They
don't know.
lay there all day.
Depends on their age.
Or like a basset hound.
Yeah,
Oh, you know
I
what?
Like a basset hound. Woo woo.
I got those confused. Basset hounds.
You were thinking basset hound.
They're the
They
useless
lay,
ones.
They lay there.
Yeah.
They also have an interesting oil in their skin and fur. So they have a kind of a weird smell, but I love basset hounds.
I mean, that makes sense. I do have an odd smell sometimes. Yeah. We missed something earlier I wanted to bring up.
Oh,
You
please.
said you were a python, and I think that makes a lot of sense why you became the high BJ, because the spirit animal is essentially the goddess's spirit animal.
It
The
is.
snake.
And again, see, I think it's just one of those things where because I had my family really taught me about religion and finding love outside of myself. You had the spirit of Britney's spirit animal is the python. And then they just kind of came together. And inside of me, the circle meets the square.
Okay.
What a callback.
Great.
And that's how you do it.
Do what? Bring up-
Segue.
No.
So back to Her
I'm
Holiness's.
sorry.
That's okay. So we give it a little blind. And obviously, that's clear.
Like, so we turn a blind eye.
Yep.
That was my first thought.
Yeah. Just kind of
That's
turn
easy
your
to
head a little bit.
translate.
Yeah.
Open that soda pop, watch it fizz and pop. The clock is ticking and we can't stop. Open that soda pop, bop, a shoe bop, shoe bop. The clock is ticking and we can't stop. So this is a repeat.
And she repeats it again.
You're
Bop a
right.
shoe bop.
Well, I think it's an example that with Britney, you don't need clarity and you don't need words to fill you with
What she's
meaning.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need sound.
Yeah. And she can do that.
She can. Do you hear that kitty cat?
That
Oh, that cat's having an
is
orgasm.
that cat has discovered
Sex.
the word.
It is having sex right
That
now.
was aggressive.
Man, it's going. Let go of her.
Wow. I don't know if she sounds.
I hope that's not a human.
She needs some soda pop.
What a segue.
Really?
Look it. There's an actual cat.
Well, I knew a cat.
Well, it had to be. I mean, I figured that was a cat.
Oh, there it is.
What's going on?
There's a cat.
Well, yeah.
We've established there's a cat.
So if only we had a segue to get us back into the podcast. Bessie, you're an expert at them. Do you have something?
To get us back into the podcast, pod, pop, soda pop, popcast, soda pop. Hear that?
That is how you do
All
it.
you did was say soda pop.
She didn't just say soda pop.
I said podcast, pod. What? Do you have a memory?
That just reminded me the other day. It was like one of those moments where things just happen to connect. Me and a lady friend were like, hey,
You're dating again.
a lady friend.
Okay.
Oh,
It's just a friend.
a friend of yours that's a lady.
Happens to be female. Got it.
Like Bessie.
I may or may not have relations with this girl.
But do you consider me a lady friend?
Sure, yes.
That's all we're establishing. Continue.
Well, we decided to go get dessert. I actually owed her dessert.
Oh.
We made a bet on the Calabasas corn dogs game. On the there's a flip at the beginning of the game, heads and tails. Anyways, I lost, so I ordered dessert. Okay. So I was like, okay, fine. She's like, I want dessert. I'm like, all right, let's go get it. Fine. So we walked to this froyo place. Go figure, it's National Froyo Day.
Shut up.
Free froyo.
No way.
Free froyo.
So do you still owe her something?
Yes.
According to me, no.
But she wants you to pay for something.
You invoked free dessert moment. Game on. Now it's not my fault that it's free. If you would have sat outside and I walked in and came out and like, here you go, none the wiser. I got you free dessert.
So you think that when you, because of the coin toss, and then you owed her dessert,
Yeah.
you, under your guidelines, your intention to give it to her
Yeah.
satisfies
Oh yeah.
versus you actually going and getting it and buying it.
I did go
I
and
think
get it.
Oh, you went and
purchasing-
got it from the counter. You
She
think
was there too. I think purchasing means the bet is satisfied. I think getting free froyo randomly means it's still on.
No, that was a blessing from Britney if I've ever saw one.
It is a blessing from Britney, but also
She's like, you know what? You don't have to pay for it. I got this today.
See, I think what Britney is saying is that, you know what? This young lady, you need to see her again. So here's what I'm going to do. You're not going to satisfy your bet today. I'm going to give you free dessert.
so
And
you
then we're
have to
Yep.
buy something else. Britney wants you and this girl to just work out.
That's
You know?
exciting.
So excited.
Let's all calm down.
What'd you get? What kind of froyo do you usually get?
I don't normally eat froyo. This
Okay,
was
well,
only
this time.
This is her fault that I
Okay,
ate froyo.
and then what was your flavor? Of,
I mixed the cheesecake and the strawberry.
So strawberry cheesecake?
Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then yeah.
What do you get?
Oh, at the froyo place. So if I'm being dangerous,
I thought he was going to say honest. If I'm being honest, all of them.
if I'm in a dangerous mood, so I go to that place that's over there on Dick Street. The
Selma and Dix. I know exactly which one it is. DIX.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
It's actually Dix and it's DIX.
I could have sworn Aaron was just being Aaron.
Oh.
Over there on Dick Street.
On the corner of Dick and Swallow.
I'm at the big one, and they have all of the machines lined up on the wall.
He does it constantly.
So what I do is I go through and put a little bit of dollop in my thing. Oh my god!
But some of them don't match flavor-wise.
but
They don't
it's
complement each other.
it's just me not
Wait,
wanting.
you do that with all the different froyo? Mm-hmm. That's disgusting.
It's amazing. Have you ever tried it?
I tried a suicide when I was younger.
What's that?
That's when you put every flavor of froyo into a cup and eat it.
Well, I did it with soda, not froyo.
Oh.
Oh, so having not ever done it, you're able to judge how good or bad it is?
I just know, like, you can't mix all the flavors.
You
Then
don't know
just-
anything.
I wouldn't mix California tart with chocolate. You know what I mean? Like my favorite flavor at froyo is the plain tart flavor.
Well, as someone who's done it, let me give you some advice.
He's
I
taken-
couldn't recommend it enough.
It is so, because you just feel like there's no standing there having to think about what you're going to get.
I didn't stand very long.
You just walk up, you get the cup, and you just boop, 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 you go down the line.
Pop, pop, pop,
What
pop.
toppings do you put on it? Everything?
A little bit of everything. The only thing, no walnuts.
Are you allergic?
I just don't like nuts. I just don't like nuts in my mouth.
Okay. Really?
What?
Come on.
It's a bad texture.
I'm at the froyo place. I like soft because the froyo is soft. I don't want to like get startled with a nut.
Star- you don't want to be startled by a new flavor after you have a dozen in there already?
No, if I'm not mistaken, that's an innuendo.
What? That was not an innuendo.
Where are we?
I think we were at, we have a plan. We have a definite plan to level the vibes, to level the vibes again. Oh, yeah. See, we're your Badu for a superlative self. Oh, yeah. A wicked time to the end. Oh, yeah. So,
Superlative self?
did I say that wrong?
I think you said superlative, but
I
I don't know
did.
why I would say superlative either.
Superlative is correct.
Is it superlative? Whatever.
Are superlatives the things in your books?
Right. So superlative is like the best.
So this is the best version of themselves. See where Yabadu for superlative self. A wicked time to the end. So how would we translate that?
Well, obviously there's a plan. There's a definite plan.
To drink that pop.
And we're going to level the vibes because the vibes need to be leveled.
Leveled up or leveled down?
Well, I think levels like where we, like with sugar and soda pop, and it gets you all crazy and excited. I think that they're saying that you have to be level, as in no highs, no lows, just chill.
So don't overdo it.
Correct. It's all about moderation. What do you? I mean, when you're saying this to yourself,
When
What-
I'm singing,
what are you thinking when you're during this part?
I just think this is general nonsense that's supposed to lift you into a good mood. Because I think the message of this song in general is we're to say nonsense words, but it's going to make you feel good. What a summation.
You do it like no one else besides me.
And then this is the climax. Am I right? So much pop we're losing. Sitting watching the clock. Turn the tables, baby. Let's go over the top. Take it to the top now. No one else will do. I'm waiting for you. So show me what you got. Just take a pop shot and we will never stop. Shabop, shabop. Shoo-Bop, shoo-bop. Oh, I love that.
She really
actually very
can
fun.
turn a phrase. You know, she really can take some letters and characters and like put them into words and put those words into sentences. There's so much pop.
There's so much pop. No one else will do.
Yeah.
I'm
Well-
waiting for. Is she talking to the pop or is she talking to her love?
Well, she's obviously So there's all this pop that is being lost somewhere. I'm not sure where. It's still not clear through all the years what happened to the pop that she's losing here. But they're sitting there, okay, and there's a clock that they're watching twice. And I'm not sure why they're turning the tables. Why you wouldn't just sit at the table and just chill. And let's go over the top. I don't know. I mean, the top of the table. So they're just having
Maybe they're dancing on top of the table.
Yes, they're having this great time. They can't stop. They get up. They're looking at the clock. Bop, shoo, bop, shoo, bop.
Bop, shoo, bop, shoo, bop.
They get on the table and they can't stop.
Mm-mm.
And no one else is going to do because we're still waiting for you. Just like we're waiting for you, John Wayne.
Brittany's waiting for you.
I mean, I'm here.
You are.
The next stanza. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The clock is ticking and we can't stop. Uh-oh. We got another repeat.
Tick, 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 tick.
Open that soda pop, pop, shoo, bop, shoo, bop, shoo, bop. The clock is ticking and we can't stop. Girls, we need him like we've never before. Before. And loving it till we drop. We drop, yeah. We'll flex tonight until they break the break of dawn. We'll flex tonight until they break down the door. Oh, yeah. The party won't stop. So.
Whose hymn do you think that they need? Who does Britney need?
The guy who delivers the pop.
Right? The pop delivery guy, sometimes it can be unreliable, especially when you need that pop, shoo-bop, shoo-bop.
But always handsome.
I've gone
through my fair share of delivery.
I was about to say, the guy that delivers the soda pop here.
Handsome.
Very handsome. Very nice.
Good looking guy.
I think that's a part of the criteria.
Strong
like you're not
hands.
allowed to. I love a good hand.
Yeah, the not this delivery guy, but the delivery guy before. Great massages.
What happened to the guy I did from before?
Right?
What happened to the guy
What
before?
happened to him? The guy that gave great massages.
Yeah, why isn't he back?
Earlier, when I talked about how I have gotten better about loving and strangling,
Oh.
every once in a while, we're all imperfect, you know, and
Human.
And sometimes when I strangle someone with my love, sometimes it's figurative and sometimes it's literal, and sometimes I'm literally strangling someone.
Sometimes it's weird, but sometimes I literally murder people. Sorry. Whoa, Dandruff City, population me. Excuse me.
Population. What a great segue.
Population.
Oh my God.
Where are we?
So
In hell.
this is joyous.
You're right. This is a great day. Everything's fantastic. You guys are awesome.
There we go. Someone's learned. See, in a month you've
Manifest.
been struggling, and in 1 hour you're a different person.
Working on it.
You are. So she's going to repeat a little bit of this, but we're going to kind of get to this last major point that she has, right?
Okay.
I bet you we can pop like we've never popped it before. Whoa. Why we keep coming back for more and more for sure. Sure. It's cool, Brittany. When we get down on the floor, yeah, and we go on and on until the break of dawn.
Interesting.
But there are different ways, there's been different theories as to what the meaning behind this is.
Cool.
Because it could be getting down like,
Go on.
or it could be like getting down,
What,
You see-
dancing, hopefully?
Right.
Okay. And
Oh.
actually drinking pop?
The soda pop fills your system and you keep going until the break of dawn, which is probably a good lesson in moderation. Because if you're just drinking pop and you're going on and on and on until the break of dawn, bop, shoo, bop, then that's not good.
No. You're going to be really tired the next day.
Exactly. And this is probably when she started realizing that if she was going to be this person that we all need,
Idle.
then she needed to, practice some self-care.
But I think that's the overall message of this, though, is like, yeah, drink that soda pop. Life is going fast. Life's flowing like an avalanche. Like, get on board and live it. Otherwise, like you just said, it's gonna pop. Life's gonna pop one day. And did you live it? Did you drink that soda pop? Did you ride the avalanche? Live it up till the break of dawn. We'll go on and on till the break of dawn because life's going to flow.
That flows and connects with your theory that you could get hit by a truck today.
Exactly.
You could fall and
Life is
to a
short.
ditch.
Clock is ticking.
drink that pop.
Clock is ticking. Open that soda pop.
Life, I'm just going to do my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open that can of pop and live it.
Yeah. And if I get hit by a car or fall in a ditch,
At least I had that pop.
At least
Yes.
she went on and on until the break of dawn before it happened.
Brittany, you've done it again.
so is that what you took away from today's
Yeah.
song?
Open the soda pop, live your life. It's life's just pouring out.
Life is short.
Well, the clock is ticking, so
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going to have to agree with John Wayne on this. I
Yeah.
feel like we are walking away with the same interpretation of her chapter. That feels really good.
Yeah.
Well, I have a surprise for both of you. You were both correct. That is the correct
The
interpretation.
surprise is
Thank you. I feel like you're like my sensei.
Well, it was sometimes the important thing with these lessons is for us to work through them and then we own the meaning. I mean, today, we're going to
own the day like it's a soda pop day.
this podcast right now
Popcast?
was my soda pop. It filled me. I was looking at the clock a little bit. I could go until the break of dawn.
I feel a little bloated.
Yep. You know, I feel a little itchy in my skin. And so how are you, Bessie, going to take today's lesson with you the rest of the day?
I think I'm just going to live today like it's my last day on earth.
Great approach.
Drive recklessly.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Bungee jump.
Okay.
Whoa.
Maybe I'll look for a bear. What are you going to do today?
You know, this is something I'm working on, and I guess I didn't say it earlier, and I should have, but I want to get better about approaching people in public and talking to them about the word of Britney and not having them say throw water in my face or throw their drink or throw their food at me
Or their
because
soda
of my
pop.
approach. Yeah, I really want to get better about how I engage with people.
That's half the battle, baby.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go out onto some major street corners. Maybe prop up, maybe I'll make a sign on a stick and one of those megaphone things on a street corner.
Careful. People might think you're homeless. Is that why? Maybe they think you're homeless. Is that how you've been doing it?
I mean, when I go up to people while they're eating and ask them if they have a minute, if I could talk to them about something very
They
important.
don't like that.
You just got to go to them while they're working like Bessie does.
Because they don't want to work.
They don't want to be there. So they're like, please take up my time.
Oh, you're saying because when I go up to someone and they have the choice to leave or
Yeah,
not.
they're busy doing their thing. They're living their life. Their clock is ticking. They ain't got time for you.
Whereas with Bessie's approach, you go up to people who have no choice but to stand there and engage with you.
Yeah, they're getting paid to do that.
It's called pushing them into a corner.
Okay. See, God, you know what? I'm learning something today because you push them into a corner and spread your arms and they can't move. Whereas
And I have a huge wingspan.
Yeah.
you do. You do. But you go up and whereas I surround them and, I like chase them down and I don't, and I kind of like
Yeah, that's kind of terrifying.
that.
You have to strangle them in a different way.
Okay. So that's what I want to work on today.
Okay.
Yeah. I want
We're
to.
learning something today.
We are. I think we're all going to be able to approach life now with just a little more clarity. We're going to use these words and we're just going to bop, shoot, bop through
And we're
this
gonna
world.
dance on tables and we're going to look at clocks.
Is there anything better than just looking at a clock?
Nothing.
Yeah.
It makes time go so slow.
But that just means that you have more time to love Britney. Well, that ended.
Well, that ended.
And that's the end.
Well-
And it's over.
Thank you for another.
Thank you guys very much for
Yeah.
coming in today. And
Thank you for hosting again.
Of
Yeah.
course, we have this space, and hopefully, our audience can feel our love and our sincerity through these microphones.
The cat felt some love.
The cat definitely felt some love. Everyone deserves some, love, and
Some barbed penis.
I just hope that was consensual. Move.
So yeah, thanks again, guys, for listening. Again, feel free to hit us up on our socials and email, www.britneydo@gmail.com. We hope you have a fabulous week, and hopefully you can apply some of today's lessons to your week. We'd love to hear about how you're able to use what we do to help your life. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Thanks, Bessie. Thanks, John Wayne.
The clock is ticking.
It is ticking.
Sing it.
Sing it.
You were supposed to have done that stuff at the beginning, by the way.
I know. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I realized. Whatever.
As soon as it came out of your mouth, you knew that someone was done. Someone had finished.
Now
you're the innuendo.
Yeah! It's at the end. I can do it.
This will just all
Superlative. Fuckers.
This will all just be over music.